from LP Savani Riverside School, Krupali Home. Hello students, in the earlier session of this chapter number 5, the fundamental unit of life, we were discussed about so many things about plant cell, animal cell, different kind of name of the different kinds of the organelles which remains inside the cell, cytoplasm, DNA, everything. And now we started to learn each and every organelles in the detail. In the earlier session we were discussed about endoplasmic reticulum, which was of the two types, RER and SER. RER is the rough one and SER is the smooth one, and we were shown it in the image also, the endoplasmic reticulum. This one is the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now if we are going to discuss about its function, then thus the function of the endoplasmic reticulum is to serve as chemical for the transport of materials, especially between various regions of the cytoplasm or between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. It means the function of an ER is to serve as the transport channel. It will allow to transfer of the materials inside the cell. Between the various region of cytoplasm or between the cytoplasm and the nucleus. From in the cytoplasm, even if some material is going somewhere else to somewhere else place, then endoplasmic reticulum will be helped that. And if it is the thing of transport of materials between nucleus and cytoplasm, then even this endoplasmic reticulum will be helped. The endoplasmic reticulum also functions as a cytoplasmic framework, providing a surface for some of biological activities of the cell. What is mentioned here? It will provide the surface for a biochemical activity of the cell, because it is in the design of a bundle like cell. Not you can mention the cell, but its design is like bundle, so its surface area will be increased. That's why it will provide surface to some of the biochemical activities which happens inside the cells. In the liver cells of the group of animal cell vertebrates, smooth endoplasmic reticulum plays a crucial role in detoxifying many poisons and the drugs. It means in the vertebrates, SER will play important role to remove the toxic component from cells. This one is the image of plant cell. It is very good appearance of the plant cell. You can see here it have the cell wall outside of the cell. It is mentioned here. And in the case of animal cell, there is not any cell wall is present. Our next organelle is Golgi Apparatus. The Golgi Apparatus first described by Camillo Golgi. That's why in the remember of the Camillo Golgi, we know it as a Golgi Apparatus. It is consists of a system of membrane-bound vesicles, flattened sacs arranged approximately parallel to each other in stacks called cisterns. Here, if we are going to see Golgi Apparatus, see it is present in both plant and the here is in the animal cell. This one is the Golgi apparatus of the animal cell, and this one is of the plant cell. Here the Golgi apparatus is located. These membranes often have connection with the membrane of endoplasmic reticulum and therefore constitute another portion of a complex cellular membrane system. It means some of these bundles will be connected to the endoplasmic reticulum also, and it is have bundle-like structure which is known as the cisterns. The material synthesized near the endoplasmic reticulum is packaged and dispatched to various targets inside the outside the cell through the Golgi apparatus. Its function include the storage, modification and packaging of products in vesicles. If cell requires energy, then definitely it will comes in the form of ATP. But for this formation of the ATP, there is needs to digestion of the food. And the function of Golgi apparatus is to store the food, modification, and package the products in vesicle, products in the form of the energy, storage, modification, and the packaging. In some cases, complex sugars may be made from simple sugars in Golgi apparatus. From the simple sugars, the formation of complex sugar, it is made by the Golgi apparatus inside the cell. The Golgi apparatus is also involved in the formation of lysosomes. See in the 5.2.3. C. Golgi apparatus is also involved the formation of lysosome. Now what is this lysosome? Let's see. Structurally, lysosomes are membrane bound sacs filled with digestive enzymes. It is the sacs which will release some enzymes. That's why it is the sac bound filled with the digestive enzymes. These enzymes are made by rough endoplasmic reticulum, and because Golgi apparatus and endoplasmic reticulum are connected with each other, that's why whatever the enzymes which will form by the rough endoplasmic reticulum, it will be collected, it will be stored into the lysosome, which are part of the Golgi apparatus. So, lysosomes are a kind of waste disposal system of the cell. It is the waste disposal system. As we all have the digestive system in our body, the cell have lysosomes to dispose the waste of the cell. This help to keep the cell clean by digesting any foreign material as well as worn out cell organelles. It means if any toxic materials or if any harmful unknown material is entered into the cell, then lysosome will alert whole cell system to fight against that foreign material. And there is if any food material inside the cell, then particularly lysosome will digest it as soon as possible and dispose the harmful content from the cell. Foreign materials entering the cell such as bacteria or food as well as old organelles end up in the lysosome, which break complex substance into simple substances. It means whatever the complex material will be entered inside the cells, it will be digested by the lysosome. Lysosomes are able to do this because they contain powerful digestive enzymes capable of breaking down all organic material. As we seen here, endoplasmic reticulum, which is rough already, it produces some kind of the enzymes which will be stored into the lysosome, and because these enzymes are present inside the lysosome, it is able to digest all this system. It's able to digest all this material which is came from the outside, and it is very strong enzymes to digest it enough. During the substance in cellular metabolism, for example, when the cell gets damaged, lysosomes may burst and the enzyme digests their own cell. Now think that if there is a very huge part in the body where all cells are died at the same time, then what will happen with that dead cell? Our body doesn't have that kind of the microorganism which can digest it and which can convert it into the small materials. Then what will happen? This lysosome will digest its own cell. Suppose lysosome is found that the cell inside which it is living is already dead, then lysosome will digest this whole cell to reduce the waste inside the body, because dead cell in the body will be harmful for our system. It will be harmful for our body. That's why it will be digest this own cell. Therefore, lysosomes are known as the suicide bags of a cell. And because cell will be digested by its own organelle, that's why it is known as the suicide bags. What is known as the suicide bags? Lysosomes. Why? Because if lysosome found that some cells are dead inside body, then lysosome will digest that cell or it may kill that cell. That's why it is known as the suicide bag. Even if lysosome is suicide bag, then even this feature of the lysosome is too much beneficial for our body. Next one is the mitochondria. As you know, mitochondria will provide the large amount of the energy to the body. We will discuss in the detail in the next session about the mitochondria.